So once again, a good day. We had predicted a fall till 10:20 a.m. in our groups, and the rise thereafter. Good recovery we saw. Not only good, quite good recovery. We continue doing our good work. These timings help a lot, and all these timings we give before the market starts. And in the case of groups which are 1 week prediction in advance, all these are given before there. Now, India has released an economic survey today that always comes before the budget. It has highlighted India's potential and the way it is doing well. But one thing which I wanted to highlight is that India's economic survey warns of an AI debt bomb risk worse than 2008 crisis. As I've been telling you, I have been expecting this good recovery in the markets. People were very worried, and people are still very worried. I'll come to that a little later. But the India's this economic survey is very well balanced. Not many people read it properly, but if you read between the lines, it is given a stark warning of a failure in highly leveraged AI infrastructure, which could trigger a global financial shock as severe or worse than the 2008 crisis. While the probability is pegged at just 10 to 20%, the survey says that the fallout would be significantly asymmetric with cascading effect across markets, capital flows, and the real economy. Now, many people may think that this is, and this coming in an economic survey is something that means the government is doing good homework. The warning comes days before the union budget is to be presented on just 2 days left, with the policymakers signaling unease over how artificial intelligence is being financed globally and who ultimately bears the risk. At the heart of the concern is what the survey calls an AI debt bomb. And it cites a Financial Times report. It notes that the global tech companies have shifted more than $120 billion of data center spending off their balance sheets using special purpose vehicles funded by investors from Wall Street. And these structures, the survey argues, mirrors the kind of opacity and leverage that amplified losses during the 2008 global financial crisis. The recent phase of the highly leveraged AI infrastructure investment has exposed business models that are dependent on optimistic execution timelines, narrow customer concentration, and long duration capital commitments. In plain terms, the economics only works if the demand scales fast, customers remain concentrated, and funding stays cheap, which is a risky trifecta, I would like to call. The survey sketches 3 broad scenarios for the global economy in 2026. The most likely outcome, assigned a 40 to 45% probability, is a fragile continuation of 2025 marked by volatility, trade frictions, and frequent policy intervention, but no systemic collapse. Second scenario, also given a 40 to 45% probability, envisages a disorderly multipolar breakdown, intensified geopolitical rivalry, coercive trade, proliferating sanctions, and weaker global shock absorbers. The third, the most dangerous, carries a lower probability of 10 to 20% with the highest stakes. In this tail risk scenario, financial stress from a correction in AI infrastructure coincides with the geopolitical escalation or trade disruption. The interaction, the survey warns, could tighten global liquidity sharply, weaken capital flows, and force economies into defensive policy responses. A correction in this segment would not end the technology adoption. That's what I've been telling in my videos also. But it could tighten financial conditions, trigger risk aversion, and spill into other rather broader capital markets as well. And that combination, leverage tech, Geopolitics and fragile trend is what could push the shock beyond 2008 style damage. So you may see a point of time may come when all the asset classes can get impacted. And now, since I have been talking optimistic that a market will recover, rebound, why am I talking all this? This is because it has come in today's economic survey and you must read it. You must read the economic survey. Don't forget, my videos are primarily of educative content and nature. You must, and therefore this is one important point which I found from the economic survey. And probably I agree with that view. And whether, your question may be whether I see the probability of such a thing happening. I do see the probability of such a thing happening. And when that happens, all the asset classes will get slammed. Equity, bonds, gold, silver, copper. When that can happen, yes, we have that very much. Our work is ready, analysis is ready. We'll be sharing it with our people, people who have supported us in our research. It's very expensive research. We have gone through the whole process, and would time to time we will also be keeping on sharing with you as well. So do join any of our groups. You can WhatsApp us on 9820861044. And since the union budget is near, you can join the union budget package and enjoy the fruits of all our hard work, what we think, what our predictions are of the union budget, how we believe the markets will react, and you can benefit immensely. Okay. So before, that is just one day left on the budget day. And then more importantly, after that, how? I believe that is going to be a very, very tricky analysis. The reaction of the budget of the markets on the budget day may not necessarily carry forward in the next few days. Even if it carries for a day or so, then again it may change color. We believe it can get very complex, but we have done all our research and using our hard work, and we are ready to present it to you. It's at a very nominal cost, so you can join that budget package. It is something that we come with a lot of labor, lot of data, and our expectations from how this budget can span out, which should be useful to you. This is in addition to our regular, the premium plus and other packages. So this is a distinctive package. You have to subscribe for it separately, and it's not included in any of these packages because we are given a special attention to it. And again, WhatsApp us on 9820861044. Happy investing. Have a great budget week coming up, and God bless you all. Take care, and Jai Hind to you all.